the car that you can afford if you're making $23 an hour. Okay, so assuming that you're working 40 hours a week, you'd be making about $47,840 a year. And let's say you pay 16% in taxes. I know that this is going to vary, but let's say it's 16%. It makes my life a little bit easier because that means that you'd be making about $40,000 a year. Good rule of thumb is to always spend less than 50% of your income on a car, which means that you should never spend more in this situation than $20,000 on a car. It's because you don't want to put half of your money into something that's losing value every single year. And the average amount of depreciation that a car faces every year is 20%. But here's the catch. You're going to pay cash. So that means that if you don't have $20,000, you're not buying a car that costs $20,000. But let's say you have to take out a loan. In your bank account right now, let's say you have $0 and you have no other option. Here is what I would do if I had to take out a loan. First off, let's say I can put $0 down. First, I'd try to find a car under $10,000. This would be the max. And that would give you about $860 a month on a car payment, assuming that you pay it off in 12 months. And by the way, you're going to pay it off in 12 months. All that you'd have to do is work another 10 hours every single week. And that would be assuming that you don't get overtime, that you're still making $23 an hour, which would be $230 a week, which we're going to multiply by 52, which equals roughly $12,000. After tax, comes out to $857, basically $860 a month. But 10 hours a week is basically nothing. You probably spend that much time just watching TikToks anyways, and it's temporary. You only have to do that for a year, and then you have no car payment. And a life without a car payment is a good life.